Got some great guests on the air with me this morning from the NJROTC of Shelton High School. Helen Thomson is here, as well as a couple other students in the program, Venessa Combs and Lexi Young. Let's say good morning to them. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on the air with me here this morning. It's nice to talk with you and talk about some of the things that the NJROTC is coming up with. Helen, let's start with you. The drill meet this past weekend, Bethel High School. How did it all go?
Well, it was fantastic. If you've never been to a drill meet, it's quite interesting. It's an all-day event, and there are a number of competitions, including an academic competition, which our team took first place in.
Wow, congratulations.
Which is really great. And our color guard number 1 took first place, and our unarmed team took third, but their commander took first.
Wow.
Our armed team with Commander Venessa Combs took first place, and the team took second place. And we had an armed duels team took first place as well.
Wow.
So it was a great meet for them. It was the second meet of a 4-meet year, and the first one unfortunately was snowed out. So it's going to be a 3-meet year. But they compete with 7 or 8 schools in their division, and hopefully we'll see some of our teams going on to regionals in April. So
that's great. 7 or 8 competitors there, and lots of first and third places.
Yep.
That's really good. Vanessa, you are the cadet operations officer and going to talk about some of the events coming up. Also part of the armed drill team commander there. We've got the changeover. Let me see if I want to get this just right. The annual military inspection and the change of command ceremony. So Vanessa, tell me a little bit about this.
Our change of command, we do it every year. Sometimes the time kind of varies. The past couple years it's been in February, which is kind of nice for us. We spend a lot of time getting ready for it. We put our all into it. It's really important for us because it shows the Navy and the people that are kind of in charge of the entire NJROTC program that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. We have the people that we need to have, and we are giving a good reputation for the Navy, that kind of a thing. And we have an inspector that comes and inspects our entire company. So it's a little long. I think it takes like 3 periods, and so all the cadets get excused from class that day. It's graded for us, and so it's mandatory that we go. It's nerve-wracking a little bit. It's really, I remember my freshman year I was really nervous, and I'm sure Lexi's probably pretty nervous too. But our change of command ceremony is at 6 o'clock that same day, that Thursday the 16th, and we kind of present the company to the inspecting officer from earlier in the day, and he kind of gives a little bit of a speech. Our instructors give speeches, that kind of a thing, and then we do our change of command, and so we switch over our cadet commander, and that's probably one of the biggest ones, because at that point too we end up getting a new staff too, and so people kind of come out of their jobs. Most of them are going to graduate, and then new people get jobs. And so it's kind of like a job turnover for us. So
how is the NJROTC? I know we were kind of been on the bubble over the last couple years, moving in between that and the NNDCC, I believe is what it was there. And the numbers are good, and they're up, and people are involved?
They're great. They're great. And, you know, we were so fortunate that we were able to get our funding back from the Navy, and we started the year out with 116 cadets, which is phenomenal for us. When we went into probation back in 2012, we had 77 cadets, and so to have come this far and accomplish so much in 4 years' time is amazing. And we did get the focus on this unit by the Navy, and so it's important that we continue to do what we need to do, and because we're an example right now. So
some great new representatives moving up through the ranks. Lexi, you're a freshman cadet and on the armed drill team. And there's going to be some performances at the event on Thursday. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we're going to have our armed and unarmed drill teams be performing before the ceremony actually begins. And so that parents and community members, we really want everyone who can come and watch to come and watch. we're going to have the drill teams performing as everyone's sitting down and getting settled and waiting for all of the events to actually happen. And it's a really great experience because I know that my parents, and I'm sure a lot of other parents, can't make it to the faraway places that we go for drill meets. Mm-hmm. And so for us to perform so close to home, it gives everybody an opportunity to see our drill teams perform and see what gets us first and second and third place and placing so high in these meets.
Why did you guys decide to join the NJROTC? Either one.
I was a little skeptical about it. I remember actually signing up for it at my 9th grade registration at the junior high school, and I was nervous about it, and at first I wasn't sure how to feel about it, especially the first day of school. It was just an entirely different environment for me, so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this very much. And then we went through our orientation, which is like a weekend that we get to introduce us to the program, being new cadets. And I ended up getting honor cadet for my platoon, and ever since that happened, I was like, you know what, I'm going to be the best that I can be in this program, and so far I think that I've lived up to that for me. So.
And Lexi?
I just remember going into 8th grade and being at a new school, the junior high, and just every morning I would watch the drill teams march out from their practice in the gym, and I would see it, and I thought it was really cool and it looked really interesting, but I was really intimidated because everyone looked really disciplined and they all looked like they knew exactly what they were doing, and I wondered if I could ever even begin to be on that same level. But I was encouraged by upperclassmen to join, and so I did, and I was very pleased to find out that they give so many opportunities to learn. They don't, you're expected to do what you can do, and so you're not expected to do anything that you can't. And if you don't know how to do something, then there's plenty of people who can teach you. And so it's a very welcoming environment, even though it's different from anything else that I've ever done. And I find it very interesting, and I like it a lot, even though I was intimidated at first.
Sure. Helen, once again, let's talk about this ceremony coming up Thursday. Where is it? When is it? And make sure people get on down here to see it.
It will be at the Shelton High School Mini Dome at 6 o'clock. Everyone's welcome. We do encourage, especially the 8th graders that might be interested and haven't been able to see what's going on. It is sort of mysterious because, like I said, our drill meets, we compete with teams that come as far north as Port Angeles and as far south as Oregon City. Wow. So we have a huge division, and most of the drill meets are too far away for parents and family and friends to just stop by. It's a trip.
Yeah.
So they don't get an opportunity to see what these kids do. They practice before school. They're in there at 6:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And so it's just not an opportunity. And this change of command ceremony in the evening will be one of the only times the entire company can come together. So because we cross over 2 schools and 4 grades, and so it's the opportunity is just not there. So
come on out and see this. And we're talking with Helen Thomson from the NJROTC Booster Club, also Venessa, Cadet Operations Officer, and Lexi, a freshman cadet and on the armed drill team, talking about this Thursday night, 6 o'clock at the Mini Dome for the annual military inspection and the change of command ceremony. Venessa, Lexi, really nice meeting with you, talking with you. Helen, always great seeing you as well. Keep us updated on all this.
Absolutely. One more thing, Jeff. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, but more importantly, it's Election Day.
Sure.
And I would encourage everyone that has not voted yet to please, please, please go to the sheltonschools.org website. Get the facts about the bond and the levy, and get your ballots turned in. It's a very important vote for our community and our kids.
It really is. Thank you very much, Helen and Venessa and Lexi. Have a great rest of your day.
Do you know you have access to the fastest internet in Washington State? Switch to iFiber Communications right now and take advantage of our special offers. Pay only $29.95 for 100 megabit high-speed internet, or get 3 months of internet absolutely free. That's right, $29.95 for 100 megabit speeds or 3 months of internet free. Shop, stream, and game like never before with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Call 360-427-4000 or check us online at ifiber.tv. Subject to credit approval, valid on a 24-month contract.